We're back on the webpage that I've designed for, and I've had a person named Virginia that was saying that she has a lot of things that she needs to have organized. And the first thing she's interested in doing is cards. So I know there's a lot of people who make Christmas cards. Now, she was saying how she has a lot of things in a lot of different areas and needs to get it all organized. Now, even though I've showed you this other in the video, this is a separate section that I added specifically Virginia, because I know you were struggling. So Saturday I spent the day adding this new section for you. So I hope it helps you. So this, I will link down in the video so you can have it to go directly to here. And it has so much information and I'm always adding to it. So if you have a suggestion, feel free, leave it there because I have so many ideas. Okay, so this one is a direct link to my YouTube channel. If you want to watch any videos that I have, I am working on fixing the playlist that I have and make, so it's easier to find things. So this is my YouTube channel that you go directly to it. This is my document library. This has anything from sorting all of your supplies, making a list of all of your things, anything that I could come up with to make it easier for you to organize and get ready to either scrapbook or card making, whichever you do, and using your scraps. So I have different things like where you can do inventory of like your punch outs, different shapes that you have, the brands that you have, different things that you may have. So I have all of these different things. I'm not going to go through all of it again. This is going to be mainly for the cards. So this is the scrapbook central place if you're looking for ways to use your scraps. And I do know that there are some card makers who have scraps. Here's a different way that you can use scraps right here. But let me take you down to cards and card making. Now, this is not a complete thing yet. This is something I add to it as much as I can. I have a card supply organizer. Now, this comes up here and it comes up with anything and everything I can think of. If you see something missing, let me know. I'd be happy to add it to it. But these are different things like cardstock and card bases. If it's white or black or whatever you use, you can actually click on these things. You can download these things, print these things, and keep it in a notebook, however you want to do it. But different colored cardstock, different glitter cardstock, and things that you may have. I tried, again, pattern paper and specialty paper. And this one here is any stamps that you may have for card making, any dies and tools that you have, and inks and coloring, different embellishments you may have, different types of embellishments, adhesives and storage tips. So just anything I could come up with. You can print this page, you can download it. I tried to make this as easy as I could, and it is perfectly safe. I want to keep reiterating that it is safe. You're not inputting any information to my system or on the web. Everything you're doing is downloading and printing and using it as a resource for yourself. Now here, I do not have any of these, like the thank you cards, the seasonal cards, all occasion cards, sympathy cards, and birthday cards. Those are going to be worked on as I go. But right now, I know that's almost the time of the year that everybody's going to be working on Christmas cards. I know they start them around July, and that's almost upon us, which I cannot believe is on. But I wanted to start a Christmas with Virginia in mind. I hope this helps you. But if you click on Christmas cards, there's a lot of ways to organize your Christmas stuff or cards. This will work if you're a scrapbooker too. But if you do your cards, there's different styles of Christmas cards you can do. Whether you do traditional, religious, whimsical, modern, vintage, kids cards, photo cards, nature, winter, miscellaneous. You don't have to do all these, but if you do one of these, any supply patterns, anything slides, any kind of supplies you may need, whether it's paper, stamps, this is just a list of different things and different sorting guides. Gather everything you need for one spot. Sort the card by card type. So if you have all this Christmas stuff, I get index cards or I make some cards and I put on there. You can put on there like traditional cards, religious cards, photo cards, whatever kind of cards you're making, and you put that on a table somewhere, and then you start sorting your stuff. The other thing I suggest for you to do is if you find something on a sticker sheet that's mainly traditional, but you wouldn't use it there, you would use it on a child or religious, cut that off. Leave the backing on there, cut it out, and put it with the one you're going to use it with. If you're anything like me, if you've seen something somewhere, you don't know where it's at, if it's not in the right category, you're not going to be able to find it. So that's one tip I have for you. But there's so much more. If you click on here, Christmas supply checklist, if you're doing a traditional Christmas card, again, Control P, it'll come up that you can print it or save it, and feel free to copy it as many times as you'd like. Traditional Christmas cards, some of the things that you might think of having in there is like red and green patterned paper, holly and ornaments, Santa stockings, gold and silver accents, classic Christmas sentiments. So just a list of some of the things, if you're making a traditional Christmas card, you might want to have, like the Snow Big die cut glitter cardstock. So what you could do is you could come up and like, okay, this is my religious card section. So you get a bin or you get a container or however you want to organize your supplies. If you need help figuring out what kind of supply works for you, feel free to let me know and I'll be happy to do some research for you. But like, for instance, if you have a nativity die cut, you would put that with that. Now, what you can do is if you don't want to put like a box of just like religious Christmas cards, what you can do is you can take and make a picture of the copy of the stamps and do your die cuts, do all of these things that you have and put an example of it with your religious card area. This box is strictly for religious cards and put something in there. And then on the stamp or on the back of the die cut that you do, put where it's located. It's located third drawer from the left or in the closet, blue box. And then that way you know exactly where it is, but you also know where to find it. The other thing that you can do is if you have washi tape and it's holiday specific, what you can do if you don't want to put all the washi tape in there, any of the washi tape that you have, take a piece of white cardstock, a small piece, and just take a little bit of an example of the washi tape you have and put it on this piece of cardstock or index card. And then you put on here where your washi tape is located. It's located in the third washi drawer, left side. And that way you know, because it's in that same category of your religious Christmas cards. So it's all there for you. So when you pull that out, you know exactly what you have. You know exactly what stickers you have. It's all in one place. So I'm hoping this helps, but let's keep going. So you can have nativity die cuts, angel images or stamps, scripture verses or stickers, Star of Bethlehem embellishments, soft gold and cream cardstock, cross or church elements, peaceful winter scenes. Then we have whimsical Christmas cards, elves, gingerbread, that kind of thing, candy canes, cute characters, like little elves or glitter dots and sequences. And there's more. I'm sure I'm forgetting some. I don't make cards as much anymore, but I know there's a lot of people who do make a lot of cards. So we have modern Christmas cards. So some of the things that you might use in your modern Christmas cards, same things to put in here. Vintage Christmas cards, whether it's a retro looking Santa, a retro looking sleigh, something that like distressed edge stickers or something that looks Christmassy, or they're, anything that looks vintage to you can go in this section. And then you have kids. Now go crazy. Use foam. You can use foam shapes, stickers, bright cardstock, simple stamps. And if you're trying to get kids to make some cards with you or do something with you, make an entire separate container and have them say, okay, you want to make Christmas cards today. And here's the container that we can make Christmas cards together. Things that you don't necessarily need for your own, or that you don't want to use for your own Christmas cards. Go ahead and make those punches and that kind of stuff out that maybe they can use. And then just set them down and let them make cards. Let them make cards to their friends or their teachers or something. So that's something else that you think that if I'm not going to use these, maybe one of your grandkids or your kids or somebody could use. If you're using photo Christmas cards, here's some things that you might think about putting in there. Nature and winter cards, miscellaneous mixed style, and general supplies. And this is just any kind of cards, envelopes, scissors, just a general, like if you're going to take something and like you're going on vacation for the summer and you want to take some things with you, you can go through here and just grab one container. And I'm going to work on religious Christmas cards and then a list of the supplies that you're going to need to take with you. And you don't have to worry about all the things that's in your closet, all the things in different bins, and you have to go through all of them and you're not using them. So I'm hoping this helps, but I have one more document that I wanted to show you. I'm going to go back, and if you click on here, embellishment card, embellishment checklist. So this, I think I've already showed you this, didn't I? Yeah, I did already show you this stuff. Okay. So, all right. So there's at the bottom of this is where the Christmas supply is and the embellishment checklist. I'm sure there's things I'm forgetting, so please feel free to let me know. I'd be more than happy to put them in there. So these cards here are all coming soon, just not today. And then I have card making tips and tricks section. Things like, one of the things that you may be doing is you're not giving your adhesive time, your glue or whatever, time to dry. Forgetting to test your ink. Always test your ink. Different things I could come up with that might help if you're a new crafter, or even if you just want to, see if I'm right or not. Not using matching envelopes, skipping the sentimental text, using too many patterns. If you do put the patterns together well, it would go together, but that's a whole other thing. And then here is some different things like pre-cut your base. These are just different types of things that you can use. Like you can pre-cut your bases and keep a stash of A2 cards. If you have a lot of scraps, fix it to where you use it. Don't just keep scraps that you're not going to use. Make some card bases with it. Make some embellishments with it. Use your scraps. Don't just keep doing the same thing over and over. I do have a how to sort your scraps and how to use your scraps, and I'll link that in the video as well at the end of the video. You can use different color palettes. Use 3 or 4 colors. Make a use first bin. Now, I don't think it necessarily has to be a bin. If you have, like, say you're working on traditional Christmas cards and you have multiples of something, or you have something that you've had for a while, get yourself a page protector or something. Put this stuff in there and put a big sticker on there that says use first. So you need to look through here first and see if there's something in here you can use before you go and cut something else new. Just give yourself a big note on top of it that says use this stuff first. Use foam dots. Clean your stamps. Always clean your stamps right away, and a T-square, your T-ruler. And then I wanted to put down here different types of cards and some sizes. So like the A2 card, and if you're a card maker, you know all this. So these are just different types of cards that I could come up with. And then again, organizers. Card supply organizer checklist. Scissors. Do you have detailed scissors and craft scissors and that kind of thing? Do you have what kind of adhesives you have? What kind of tools you have? Inks and stamps. Check your ink. If it's dry, throw it away. If you have a punch and it's not working, throw it away. You're not going to get it fixed. If you haven't fixed it by now, you're not going to get it fixed. So just ditch it and get yourself a different one if you want to. Make a wish list of things that you don't have that you wish you did have. Check your markers to make sure they work before you start making cards. Your embellishments, think about some die cuts and punches and shapes. Cut some of these things previous with some of your scraps so you don't have to do that when you're making your cards. There's different kinds of envelopes. Again, your use first bin. And then here's that card supply organizer. Again, here, this is all of these things that you can check this off. Now on here, and I don't know because I tried to fix it to where when you download this on your computer, hopefully it'll allow you to do this stuff here as well, where you can check the things that you've done. I don't know if it does. If not, print it and you can use it that way. I didn't want anything on this website where anything of your information is going to be staying here. I want you to be able to put it on your own computer, not worry about anybody getting into your system and that kind of thing, because I have no desire to do that. So this is the website, card organizer checklist, types of cards and standard sizes, some tips and tricks and things that you want to try to avoid. If you have something like, okay, this is something I've done and people need to know, let me know. I would love to add it to here. I don't make as many cards, but I do make a lot of scrapbooking. I've been doing this for 30 plus years. So that dated me. Anyway, so I'm hoping all of these other things will be here soon, but there's the Christmas cards, the different types, and down the bottom is where you find that one. And there's a lot of information that's going to be on here. Make suggestions. I'd love to hear your comments if you like this, if it's something that you think you might use. I'm going to get these videos out as soon as possible. I'm still scrapbooking. I've got one coming up that with all kinds of pick my pages, using scraps, whether it's for embellishments or doing a full page. I don't make cards, but I might have to get into it again just because I think it's cool now that I've got all these in there. Guys, again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so and hit that alert button. Leave a comment down below, and I would love to hear from you. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.